Now, here we've got a calendar, which we're going to go over together shortly, but it's a routine for how we can look at specific areas and try to improve those each day so that day 30, our English has improved from day 0. How does this work with English? Well, I want to improve my English. That's why we're here. So the first day, we can take a test. For example, here, she gets a score of 20. Then she practices consistently for a month. And at the end, maybe her test score has gone up. And that is the approach we're looking at today. So the very first day, or we're saying day 0 here, you can test your current ability. So here we've got online at EF, we have a free test you can take called the EF set test. Now, please don't take this test now because it takes either 15 minutes or 50 minutes, depending on which one you choose. So please do this after the seminar. Now, with the EF set, so you can either do a 15 minutes check, and in that test, it will tell you if you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced level, or that's the area you should be studying or focusing on. Or if you take the 50 minutes, which I would recommend, it then gives you a CEFR level. That would be something like A1, A2, B1, B2, and that would be really useful for you to see. You'll also get a score out of 100. So at the end, you can say, oh, I got a score of 45. So after 1 month, I'll try to get higher, see if my score can go higher. So starting with reading, how can you improve your reading at home on your own? So first, find a text or something that interests you. So here are some examples. You can go to somewhere like the BBC, something like How Stuff Works. If you're into games, IGN.com. But of course, there are so many different websites or places to find English content about material that you're interested in. Try to find somewhere online with some English content about something you're interested in. Okay. So next, day 2, speaking. How can we practice our speaking on our own? So again, we're going to be using the text for this whole week, that one text you use at the start, and practice all our skills around that text. So one thing we can do is record ourselves reading the text. So that text you just saw about Squid Game, getting your phone, I think all phones now have maybe recording software already in them. So you can record yourself speaking, so reading text, then play it back later, listen to it, and see if there's anything that you notice, any pronunciation that you think, oh, that doesn't sound right, or maybe you're not sure about. So record yourself reading that text. So here I've got 3 example questions. So imagine we read the Netflix article and we wrote 3 questions. Here are my 3 questions. And to answer them, we're going to practice our listening skills. So we're going to listen to the recording and try to answer the questions. Not by reading the text again. The text, do not look at that. This time you're going to listen to the text from your own voice and try to answer the questions, Farah. Okay, so day 4, vocabulary. How can we practice this? So again, using our text, we're going to highlight some words that either you don't understand or you want to practice using. So again, we're going to look at our Netflix text and try and highlight some words we might not be super confident about. Then look for definitions online so that we try to understand what they mean, and then start using them in writing and speaking. Now, grammar. So here's where we're going to maybe go away from the text a little bit, because trying to identify grammar in a text, if you're not sure about it, can be a little bit tricky. Here, for example, if you are a B1 level, if you get B1 in your EF set test, you can look at the grammar there and choose a topic to focus on for that day. So how can we practice our writing? So there are different things you can do. You can write an opinion about the text, what you read. You can write a review on something similar. You can write a short story, a news story. There are lots of different types of writing you can do. You've worked hard all week. You practice your 6 skills. Day 7, you can rest. But if you want to practice your English, yeah, maybe just a casual conversation, talk to someone on the phone, something not too intense, yeah, something that you can, so you don't get burned out by practicing English all the time.